Michel is joining us live from Ottawa with more. So, Michel, first of all, good to see you. Can you tell us a little bit more about this announcement coming from the U.S. government?
Yeah, it's actually a pretty quiet announcement. It was actually a regulatory document that came out and 5 pages long and talks about how they are extending the current restrictions at the U.S. land border. You can still jump on a plane and fly down to California if you want, but you can't drive across the border. I know that has a lot of Canadians upset because if you think there are actually a lot of Canadians who have country homes, for example, in the northern states that can't necessarily drive across the border, but again, they could jump on a plane. So it's a lot more expensive. But yes, the United States coming out with this decision, not a surprise, given what we have heard from the government. We do know that Canada is in talks with the United States. We do know that the United States, or excuse me, we do know that Canada is allowing U.S. citizens and permanent residents as of August 9th to drive across the border for non-essential purposes. But in this document, it's, again, not very long, but it does say that the situation south of the border, particularly when it comes to COVID-19, does still pose a risk. Their vaccination rates aren't as high as Canada's, and the Delta variant is something that is very real and is sending a lot of people, particularly unvaccinated people, to hospital. We did hear from Bill Blair on this. Take a look.
Part of the relationship between ourselves and our colleagues and friends in the United States is an approach of no surprises at the border. Our work has always been collaborative, cooperative, and very candid. We're working very well together. There are a number of considerations that I know that the American government is currently undertaking with respect to their borders, and that work will continue. Our responsibility, of course, is to look after the best interests of Canadians and to follow the advice of our public health officials.
All right, that said how much pressure is Canada putting on the U.S. to get on the same page when it comes to the land border?
None. This is what insiders are telling me. They're going to let the United States do what really the U.S. needs to do. And let's not forget, I always like a little bit of context here. Remember at the beginning of the pandemic when Canada's vaccination rates were way lower than the United States? Well, we're in a different sort of situation now. So, the U.S. is in a pretty big trouble when it comes to the variant and unvaccinated Americans getting really, really sick. Canada not necessarily in the same shoes, which is why they've decided that now is the time. It's right for Canada to reopen first to American citizens and PRs, and then come September, if all goes according to plan, if the trajectory stays the same, opening up to the rest of the world.
All right, CTV's Michel, thanks so much. We'll see you again later on in the program.